To Lawrence works him? Hey, you know what I say? 20 years ago, you know, when I penetrate certain things, portion of I am bridging them, and I am first youth mommy. When I'm bridging a police youth, you know, Lincoln say knife. I meet a bridging, you have to meet, you know. If they are Clarendon, seeing? If they are Clarendon, them say that man is a Obia man. Simon, him name, you know, which is a guru to I. And I say, what? All right, we'll go check him. The whole of we go check Simon now. So when we go check Simon, that time I used to read some Labson book I tell about people who have any kind of physical challenges, tend to be some very spiritual people some of the time, you know. We go to Simon, and Simon sit down like how we sit down, with a big spliff in his mouth. I hear Simon say, oh, it takes so long to come. Simon said away, how is that we took so long to come to him? It's like you watch a long time crowd show, the man say, he may take you from a long time, how you just reach. You know what the man say? But then when Simon started talking to us, let me tell you some books that Simon exposed us to. The Emerald Tabs of King Tut the Atlantean, which is probably the most powerful book you're going to read, with 100 pages only. I'm start, because you know their universe, I say, Knife, get these books. Get the master key. Start talking about Paramahansa Yogananda with them self-realization, fellowship and them things that you still see. And talk about Sri you have to start. So my rest this man, you tell about so much history and something, man. Him start about the Gita. Now when I left Simon that day, I went home. And I went a jungle there, I'm going to my yard. And the table I see is a book marked, the Bhagavad Gita. And Simon just tell I about that book, the Gita. One of the very old ancient Gita book. And we're going to partners, we go get some of the book them now. And we start to search for the book by L.W. Lawrence. And we started to get some. Matter of fact, them book in a safe, you know, for 20 years. The bridge like a Bobby, you know. I tell you guys. Yeah, in a safe. And we read them, and some book named The Secret Law of Magic and Occultism, where L.W. Lawrence wrote and things still. You know. Those books that tell about different spirits and things still where you can conjure doing us. But if you say you don't have that element in it. But you see what the teaching, the lessons were saying that you must never use any metaphysical knowledge to create any harm because of the principle of karma. And that's why sometimes they're regarded against giving certain people. Because I say some people still in their mindset of trying to use information to, to exploit, etc., etc. But them always want anything used for exploitation will have the same negative effect on you because you become exploited as well still. So it's about getting information to people. A man will create his own judgment on himself based on what them actually use. And so Simon was the one who first exposed us to all of those books. So before that, we don't read certain books. You know, say, when you go through a different stage of consciousness based on numerology, you know, numerology man tells you boy you have 3 states of consciousness. Youth, accumulation, and wise mind stage. And it happens in cycles of 9 and 27. So 27 is the first youth cycle, but it's also broken the 3 cycles of 9 of youth, accumulation, and wise mind. So most of the way, from a birth to high school, we have a youth stage to grade 9, to 9-year-old. They move to the accumulation stage during the adolescent years. So when you're youth at high school now, enough of the things that you think about and practice, it's going to lead, it's create a foundation for you to move into young adulthood, you know. So when they are judges, I do history, you know. And the man claims over class, racist. Remember, it's a Catholic school like there, you know. And my favorite teacher is Valerie Virgo, is my history teacher. Yeah, listen, be about Marley song, because I listen, my favorite about the time was Survival. I listen, enough Tracy Chapman music. That daughter is a serious daughter. Yeah, Tracy Chapman. You go check out our album them. From Tracy Chapman, which is our first album, to Crossroad and Matters of the Heart, to New Beginning, telling stories. The daughter sing some real serious song. So two of our biggest influencers would have been Bob Marley and other Jamaican reggae artists. And then that sister. And yeah, there's enough things you think about. So now you leave high school and you just reach university. Then time you are 20. I read things like the ISIS paper by Dr. Francis Cress Yelsing, what about blackness and psychology and what different things she tell you about. I must start reading some things about melanin, like the science of melanin. So you start to understand the importance of melanin in your skin and cosmic melanin and neuromelanin. You start to understand why it's important for grow your hair. See? Because of it's one of the highest things we contain melanin and very highly magnetic and it's an electromagnetic being. So all these things you learn in your wise mind stage as a youth between 19 to 27. And it's in that time now that we meet Simon. So high school prepare you in terms of the historical knowledge. We are ground you. It's like that a Rastafari awakening stage. Because you recognize where you be. And then when I meet Simon them now, it's like it moves to the state of highest Selassie consciousness. So you become, you become self-actualized. You depend on that part. And then you recognize it is really about liberty. It's not even about memory. Because the Rasta man, who I see that live. I challenge with Rastafari, you know. Because I couldn't understand what Rasta man I read Bible I talk about Jesus and everything. Because I judges me going, you know. And I know I go on them book there, you know. And I know them, but I still know there was information in it. But it's something I never really could have really accept as a youth. But it's Bible, because I remember saying history I talk about it. I read some book like The Royal Hunt of the Sun. When I say them like a priest man go in the place and kill half the people. I read history and say how dangerous the Catholic Church is, you know. So I don't want to hear nothing about no church. I still don't want to hear nothing about no church. But I love people who go to church because it's not the people at the church that the problem. The pastor and the directorship are the problem with the church. The people are people who are very spiritual and look for a space to express them spirituality. And the church is the medium through which them can do that. But the leadership exploit and use people. But we were looking at those things as youth. So when you start now to see the metaphysical element, I remember I just done religion, you know. And the religion, not judges, you know. So you go judges, you never get nothing wrong yet in the religion, you know. You might get less mark, but you never get a wrong bag. So it's always something make you think. See? And so the metaphysics we will start exposing now showed us the other side and gave us the answers to the questions that were being asked in Catholic school about what do these things mean. Yeah, is that starting with the answers, you know. I mean, I say, but in earth, the old man who must really reads them where is the Rasta man. Because I him talk about vibration, you know. When you read a book like the Kybalion, I talk about the 7 principles. You know? Cause and gender, cause and effect, rhythm, polarity, vibration, correspondence, mentalism. You know? Is the Rasta man only talk about them things there, you know? So a man, as I say, Rasta man say, boy, the vibration, this and the vibration, that. So that there's an energy beyond that which is the obvious. Now, which book the Rasta man need to read? Which book him I read? You know what I say? When I love watch cartoon show, I see Rasta man, they remind me of some long time ancient monk in some Chinese place. You can't go near him and just touch him, you're gone. But today it is very apparent. Everybody talk about chi and everybody talk about yin and yang and everybody talk about all these things, which were things that people wanted to ridicule people of doing. The Bubba man, see, you're the Bubba man say now. Him directly set film locks like an antenna. We don't wrap him chance. It's like an antenna. And the rest of the man say your relax. It's an antenna. Him wear certain colors at certain times for match certain days. That is color magic, you know. Bing it about the 1-2, the heartbeat. We use fires in rituals. We talk about word sound. We talk about telepathy. We talk about all those things. The 12 tribes of Israel. Every tribe relates to a body part that have a color as well. So I'm using the color magic as Rastafari. You know? So there's something about it. So even though the ones that never explain it, like how we probably provide information now, I think they actually know it more than I know because we were living it and we were practicing it and things. So I know so much things about color. Today is which day? Wednesday. See? So what is the color of Wednesday? We do have it all. Because I think the color of Wednesday is probably yellow or something like that. But I mean, we do have it all. Now the bubble they have a theme color. See? I know if my youth have a fever or a throat problem, I can probably put a blue cloth around him throat because it's in thyroid gland represented by the color blue. But how much have we been practicing it and things still? So you find say, oh, I head full of information but little practice. While the man head full of a little bit of external information but a lot of practice. So who is the real professor? Is the practitioner? Is that the man who's a, if you want memory, go increase the size of your phone memory. What you want is more practice by the people. And this generation is a generation of practitioners. And you can see it. That's why I have all of these. How much people you see them do yoga now? How many people talking about eating, people talking about dressing, people wearing crystals, people doing all of these things though, which sometimes they were also banned. Right now you can see about Indian man on Jamaican TV advertise all of these things that were banned in the 1950s and 60s and 70s. Well,